What's going on, y'all? This is Rob with CinemaBullyZ. I'm going to talk about my feeding regimen, broken down a lot simpler, just because I know my one video is kind of long explaining how I feed them and, measuring it out and all that stuff, for different age groups and stuff. I'm just going to do this for strictly adult dogs, feeding purposes, and that's going to be the shorter, broke down version of how to feed these dogs. For me, I use Taste of the Wild. I know people that use Merrick, Origin, the Purinas, whatever dog food works for your dog, use it. Some of these dogs are real sensitive with their dog food. There is a brand that I highly recommend that I used called Regal. Look it up. It's for sensitive dogs, like sensitive stomachs or sensitive fur, skin, etc. It's just a good solid food. And it's not too much money, and it worked very well when I had a dog that had loose stools, and I kept having to switch his dog food and trying to figure out why he was like the way he was. And that was the only thing that worked. It's called Regal. Look them up, check them out. But other than that, so the feeding regimen that I do is summertime, my adult dogs get 2 cups of kibble a day. Period. That's it. 2 cups a day. We have, mild exercise in the summer, because, the extreme, temperatures, anything that's over 80, 85 degrees, your dog shouldn't be really running around playing. So I keep them lighter, more fit, and I still, run them in the mornings a little bit just for some exercise. So 2 cups a day, that's it. If I'm on doing shows, I'll give whatever dogs I'm giving shows, I'll do 2 cups a day for them still, and also after whatever workout we do, I will give them a pound of raw meat just to, help them develop more muscle and get a little bit of thickness to them for the shows. But usually all my other dogs are, lighter, 2 cups of kibble a day, that's it. Now, wintertime. Depending on your situation, how many dogs you guys have, I do, for my dogs, 3 to 4 cups a day during the wintertime. My dogs are mainly inside my house. I know some people have outside setups. So during the wintertime, you want your dog to have more fat, a little bit more weight on them to keep warm, especially if they're outside or a mixture of both. So that's why I up my food, because my dogs will go outside in their kennel area. That's part of my house, part of my garage. And it's a little bit, cold out there, but it's not, freezing cold. They're not out in the elements. It's all surrounded, and it don't get any colder in there than probably 40 degrees. So, I mean, that's, good. It's not bad. But I still up their food during the winter, and I slowly build their muscle, during the winter time. So fall, winter, and spring, that's when I start upping their food. In the fall, I start upping it. Winter, it's 4 cups a day. Then spring comes, I start lowering it again to 3 cups to 2 cups. So that's how I do it. And then also it'll help you keep track of your spending when you're feeding these dogs, when you have to buy dog food. Because the reason why I'm making this post is because a couple people are saying that they spend $1,000 a month in feeding their dogs, and or more. You're probably overfeeding your dogs, and I'm not saying everybody is, because I don't know how many dogs you guys have. The guy that made the post had 18 dogs. That's a lot of dogs. So I kind of believe that he could spend $1,400 a month in dog food because of how many dogs he has. If you have 18 dogs, that comes with the territory. So, but like someone like me, I have 5 dogs at my house, and I go through four bags, 27-pound bags of dog food a month at least. So 4 bags, the Taste of the Wild, is about $200. A little bit less, maybe right around 200, depending on where you get it. So $200 a month just on dog food. Now that's not including the raw diet I give them. That's another $60 to $100, depending on how much I make of it. So in reality, you're still going to spend, even just with 5 dogs, around $300 a month in dog food. So it's definitely believable. Like I said, it can be managed, especially in the summertime when you can cut their food down a little bit. These dogs don't need tons of food, tons of fat, tons of protein. It's not as healthy as you think it is for them. But, you know, I'm not a vet, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not, you know, a dietitian, I'm none of that stuff. But I just know what I know from what I've seen and what I've done. You know, my father used to give his game dogs literally a cup of dog food a day. And those dogs were all diesel, veiny, thin, but they were muscular and could run, play. They had tons of drive. They were game dogs. So, and that was all only off of 1 cup a day. And I used to feed him almost all of them when I was at his house. So sometimes I would give him a little bit more, like a cup and a half or whatever it was, just to, you know, be nice being a kid, I guess. So, but that's all they needed. So these bullies are bigger, thicker, you know, so 2 cups a day should suffice, especially of a high quality dog food. Like I said, Taste of Wild, Origin, Merrick, the Purinas, certain Purinas, the higher class ones. I mean, all those dogs were eating dog chow and they were fine. Great, you know, great structure, great stools, no health problems, you know. And that just shows you that if the genetics are there, the dog's going to be what it's going to be. So, hope this was a little bit more simpler for you guys, you know, just to break down your feeding for your dogs. And then if you have any vitamins or anything you want to add in there, like the, you know, Phytoflexes, which is a great supplement, any type of glucosamine conjoined for their joints. I don't recommend using any fish oils. Origin makes a good powder that has a little bit of all that stuff in it already. That's a great, you know, supplement to use for these dogs. And then whatever probiotics that you use for them, that's always a good thing too. You know, you don't got to give it to them every single day. You know, 2 times a week, something like that. And just to make sure they got good gut health. So I hope this helps you guys out. You know, like, subscribe, comment, let me know, you know, what you think on the little shorter video. And hope it saves you guys some money. All right, later.